Hey guys, welcome back to the Fauna Rose YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm the owner of Fauna Rose, and I make and sell scrunchies, macrame, glassware and a huge bunch of goodies like that, and I document the process, vlog it all and pop it on YouTube for you guys to see. But in today's video it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my YouTube thumbnails for all of my studio vlogs, sit down videos that I pop out, just to give you guys either a bit of an insight into the creative process, I guess you could say, behind it, or if you are interested in learning how to do it yourself. But the vlogs will be back in the next video. I'm really hoping to get another bonus video done on Friday. If not, the vlogs will be back next Wednesday. But I hope you all enjoy something a little bit different today. So let's get into it. This is all new editing for me, so hopefully if I can figure it out, I'm gonna be like a little bubble in the corner of the screen talking to you all. But it was just to show you kind of the process behind what I usually do to make my thumbnails. I'm quite happy with where I'm at with them. They have come a long way, I'd like to think, and I might change them up in the future, but I kind of have a similar style and a similar vibe to my thumbnails, just so people can recognize that it's me. I use the same fonts and I make all my thumbnails using a software, an app, company, program, not really sure what you want to call it, called Canva. This isn't sponsored by Canva. However, Canva, if you want to hit me up, feel free. I'm not going to say no. I absolutely love Canva. It has been one of the best platforms and tools that I've used for my small business. I am on it every single day without fail, and I do have a premium account on there. I think it's premium, I'm not really sure. There is a free version or you can pay for it, and the free version is fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. You do not necessarily need the pro version, but because I use Canva like there's no tomorrow, I use it for so many different things. I use it for Instagram stories, I use it for editing posts, I use it for editing photos, I've used it for creating shop products, I use it for my YouTube thumbnails, loads of different things. I always get my money's worth when it comes to using Canva. So some of the things that you might see when I am editing might not actually be available on the free version. However, have a play around on it. I would honestly recommend exploring Canva. Like I said, it is free to sign up, you do not have to pay for it. So let's have a nosy into how I make my thumbnails. So first, obvious thing, I film my videos, and that way I have the content there ready to go. Usually I will take screen grabs from my videos, or sometimes I will purposely sit down and film. Sorry, Cleo is running around. She's very hyper right now. If you can hear her running around in the background, I do apologise. I will throw some examples on the screen, but I tend to have 4 images, one in each corner, and then occasionally I will pop myself or something else in the middle. So sometimes those photos are staged, even though they may be part of the video. Some of them I've literally just gone through each of my clips, which you will see in a minute, and I have taken screen grabs from the videos. So having the content and the photos is one of the first things I do. So let's open Canva. It's very easy to use. There are still so many features on there that I come across each day where I think, oh my god, I have been trying to do this using different apps all this time, and the features right there. So I learn new things on it every single day. But I currently have it on my laptop, I have it on my phone, and I have it on my iPad. So that is what the home screen looks like, and I basically just press like create a design. I think you can either create a custom size, you can create specific ones, so when you click on it sometimes it will just bring up the perfect dimensions for an Instagram story, an Instagram post. There is an option for a YouTube thumbnail, which is nice and easy. You don't have to do it yourself, so I just click on that. There are loads and loads of templates that you can use, but I tend to just do mine from scratch. But feel free to have a nosy on there because you might just find one that works for you perfectly. But I then head over to my folder that's got like all the files from my studio vlog in it. You'll see there's some clips in there of the cats as well. And sometimes I will know straight away which clips I want to use for the thumbnail. Sometimes it will take me a short while. I'll have a little browse through and I'll play each of the videos. I will just drag that play button so it speeds up a little bit till I find something that I want to use for the thumbnail, and then all I do is screenshot it basically. I think is it central print screen, I think that's the shortcut for me anyway, and then I just paste it. I think the shortcut for that is Central V. I'm not very technical when it comes to this sort of stuff, and I just paste it into Canva. It's super easy to do. Apologies for some of the mug shots that will be jumping up in between some of these clips. Obviously these are all the unedited clips that you'll be seeing. You might notice that some of these clips are quite dark, so when I edit my videos I do actually edit the clips because you can see they're quite dark, so I make them a little bit brighter and just change the colours a little tiny bit. And I do the same when it comes to my thumbnails. So I will then go on the edit photo option on Canva. There are so many incredible features when it comes to editing photos on Canva. It's super easy to use. I will sometimes crop down the images. I try and have the focus of each photo as far out as possible, if that makes sense. So then I've got the middle to use, so I can have a photo of myself in the middle, I can have text in the middle. I hope that kind of makes sense. Once I've got my 4 photos, you will next see that I have chosen a photo that I didn't stick with because I didn't like it in the end, to go in the middle. And there is a wonderful feature, it's in the effects, where you can just delete the background of the photo. And then another effect, you can add a border, you can add a shadow, you can then go in and erase more parts of the background if it hasn't done it properly. And this is kind of like the vibe I like to do. If I have something in the middle, I will put a little border around myself just so it doesn't all blend in and look a little bit weird. And you can change the colour of the border as well, change the thickness of it, the transparency of it, so many different features. So if I do decide to have this middle feature there, I obviously then want to have text on my thumbnails as well, so I then have to figure out where I want that middle shot of me to be and where I want the text to go around it. But here you can see I didn't like that specific photo being in there because it was me holding headbands and then I had me in the middle holding headbands. I thought that was a little bit too much, so I try and mix up the 4 photos. Moving on, let's add some text. Again, so many different text features. The specific font that I use, I did purchase and I did add it onto there because you can add fonts to Canva. I think it is only a pro feature, I'm not 100% sure, but it's a font that I use a lot in my business, so I wanted to add that in myself. There is a similar font on there and I used to use that, but I prefer this one so much more. So here I've got it in an arch, you can have it straight, you can add borders to it, you can add shadows to it, so many different things, and there are so many different fonts that you can actually choose from as well. So I use 2 fonts every single time and I try and keep the text a similar colour. So here I have gone for pink. You'll see I'll start popping little extra bits of words around the video. It's kind of clickbait. YouTube thumbnails are what catches people's eye. 9 times out of 10 it is what the video is about, but this is where you're trying to grab your audience. So I'll add like little bits of text around just so people have an idea of what is going to be in that video. I think I put like giveaway because people love a giveaway, so that can bring people in. So far what you'll see is I haven't actually got those text bubbles matching the fonts. I don't always like it when they match, so sometimes I will just go back to basics and I'll use a white background with black text. And then the final thing is I add little elements just to, I don't know, make it look a little bit cuter, and my go-to is just little twinkle stars, and that's about it really. Sometimes I'll add different coloured stars in, sometimes I'll add hearts in, sometimes I'll add some vines and some leaves in, anything really, but that is basically it in a nutshell. Once I've finished, all I do is head over to the top right where it says share. You can also compress the file down. I think that is a pro feature, but you just basically download it and that's it. It saves straight to the device you're on. And that was the end result of this little mini thumbnail editing session that I did. I adore the creativity behind creating thumbnails. I really like it. I did screen record another thumbnail that I made, so you will get to see that in a second. I will just let that play, but you will see with this next thumbnail that I do actually film a little clickbait image of myself in the middle looking worried. Sometimes I will just take it from the video like I said, but this one was specifically planned out. But yeah, just enjoy me editing this one. It has obviously been like sped up. I'm not this quick on the computer, don't worry. that's basically it. That's how I make my thumbnails. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. If you haven't checked out Canva, definitely give it a go. So I hope you enjoyed that little insight into how I create my thumbnails. But thank you so much for watching. If you can give it a massive thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and subscribe if you aren't. All the social media for Fauna Rose, including the website, is linked down below if you want to go and check that out. There is a link down below as well if you want to join my family memberships, which is where you pay a monthly subscription fee and you get heaps of extra content. But apart from that, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!